Hi Elizabeth, my name is Yanja Conrad and I actually found you guys on the fourth page of Google. That's why I wanted to make this video for you. I hope you learn and implement the things that you learn so that you can start ranking higher on Google and generate more leads for your business. So there are three main things I wanted to cover here today. First is your Google business page. Second is your website content. And third are backlinks. So make sure to stay till the end of this video because I'm going to show you how you can have potentially 60 new clients every month. And the only thing I ask from you is some feedback. Once you watch this, please let me know if you found this helpful and if you're interested in knowing next steps for this opportunity, I'd appreciate it. So let's get started. So when a customer is looking for a service, they usually Google it. I went ahead and searched up real estate company in Sacramento because that's where you're located. And the first section you see here is what we call the Google Map Pack. And to the left of this map area is our Google Business Profiles, or what we call GBP for short. So typically you do only see the top 3 businesses in your area, but this here is a sponsored ad. Someone had to pay to be on the top spot of this map pack. So we're not going to focus on that today because I don't want you to pay for any ads. I only want you to focus on organic search. So you do want to optimize your GBP because this area is where most of the traffic and leads go to. And you want to make sure you optimize your GBP so that you land on these top 3 spots. And I'm going to show you how you can do that. So I couldn't find you guys on, I couldn't find your GBP on here. So we're just going to use your top competitor for today's example. So you do want to have 100 plus photos on your GBP. This is what Google likes, but it's also great for your potential clients so they can see the quality of your work and your testimonials and social proof. So continue to add photos and that's going to help your search rankings. The next thing I wanted to cover here are reviews. Make sure to add reviews on a consistent basis. If you have reviews on outside sources like Yelp and Facebook, add that to your GBP as well, and that's going to help your organic search. So the third thing I want to mention here is what's called a citation. So a citation is basically your business name, address, and phone number as it appears on your GBP. Now you want to take that information and register it in famous sites like Yelp and BBB and other citation sites. And you do want to have more citations than your main competitor. So definitely know how much your competitor has and exceed their citations by 50 to 100 more. So when you get to these top 3 spots in Google, you can secure your spot and beat your competition. So I hope that made sense. The section below this map pack is where organic search happens, and this is where 70% of your business comes from. And this, you can rank on the top of this organic search by optimizing your website. So we're going to review your website right now. And this is your website, and I do love that you added personal photos here. It makes it a lot more personable, so great job on that. I do have to say that websites are a first interaction for any potential clients, and you do want to make your website as professional as possible because this is the first impression that people have when they're looking at your brand, and you want to make sure that your website shows the quality of your work. The next thing I wanted to mention here is your website content. You want to make sure that you have 1,500 to 2,000 words of content in your website. And within this website content, you want to add as much buyer intent keywords. So what is a buyer intent keywords? Right? A buyer intent keyword is basically what a customer is searching for on Google when they're looking for your service. So an example of a buyer intent keyword is real estate company in Sacramento. Right. That's something that you want to add on your website so that Google knows that you service Sacramento and you're a real estate company. And you want to make sure that you have 1,500 to 2,000 words of content to surround and target that keyword. And that should help your rankings. So we do offer a lot of SEO services and website design. We not only like making the website pretty, but we also want to make your website foundable because that's super important. I tell this to all my clients. You can have the best looking website on the entire planet, but if no one can find it, that's not really doing anything for your business. So that is what we preach. So the next thing I wanted to show you is your backlinks. So let's pull up my web crawler program and show you how you guys are doing on the back end. So this is what's happening on the back end for you guys. And you guys are utilizing 773 of those buyer intent keywords we talked about, which isn't bad at all. So continue to add those highly searched for terms and continue to add that to your website. Let's look at your main competitor and see how they're doing. So they are utilizing 625 keywords, and this is the most interesting thing because you guys actually have more keywords than them, which leads me to think that the keywords you guys are targeting are branded keywords. So what I mean by branded is you're saying Elizabeth Weintrub, real estate versus a generalized local keyword like real estate Sacramento. Most of the time, people will search more localized keywords like real estate in Sacramento, California, and not so much your exact name and branding. So you want to make sure that you target the keywords that are highly searched for rather than branded keywords. So because there's a reason why Cook Realty is actually Realty is ranking first on Google, right? So in terms of backlinks, I did wanted to cover that as well. But backlinks is basically a link from a separate website that links back to your website. So you want to make sure that the backlinks you add to your website are relevant to your industry. You want to make sure that they're not random spammy backlinks because that is a red flag for Google when they see that. So for example, you guys are in the real estate space. You want to make sure that the backlinks you add are websites that are related to real estate. For example, the top 10 real estate companies in Sacramento, right? That's something you want to add as a backlink to your website. You don't want a backlink that's related to the top 10 pizza shops in Sacramento, right? Because pizza has nothing to do with your services and that's not going to help your website. So now that you know a little bit about how this all works, I wanted to build the big picture for you and show you what the potential here is, right? So let's just say that you implement the things that you learned today and you start ranking first on Google. Well, this is the amount of traffic that's coming into your website because that's what's happening to your main competitor. They have over 1,200 people visiting their website. And right now, you guys have 388 people visiting your website. So they have almost 4 times the traffic that you guys have just because they're ranking first. And let's do the math here, right? Let's just say 1,200 people click on your website. Of course, not everyone who visits your website become a client. So let's just say 10% of that traffic are people who are interested in knowing more about your services. That's 120 inquiries, right? People asking, oh, how much does it cost to work with you? So that's our 120 new inquiries. Let's just say that half of those inquiries become clients. That's 60 new clients every month. And this is just from organic search. And this is potentially what's happening to Cook Realty because they are ranking first on Google. And this is the power of organic search. And this is what I do for a living. I am quite passionate about this because I love helping businesses grow and get the visibility they deserve. I do see a lot of businesses just spend so much money on ads without understanding what it does for their business. And most of the time it is a waste of money. And that's why I wanted to give this value video and hopefully you implement the things that you learned. But if you want to learn more about how we can help you, then please let me know. Just message me and email me back. I'd love to create an exact plan on how we can execute this and bring you a potential of 60 new clients every month. Again, my name is Sandra Conrad, and thank you so much for watching this video.